Hello, this is Rachel from CypressTextiles, and welcome to the Learn to Crochet series, and we're now on level 2. So you've passed all of level 1, and now you're ready to make some more stitches besides just single crochet. So we're going to get into taller stitches, and the shape just Callista in this nice bright orange is going to help us make a half double crochet. All right, so in order to start our half double crochet, we're going to make a slip knot, and then we're going to make some chains. So you should be very familiar with making chains, especially if you made the practice project, the chain stitch statement necklace. So I'm going to make maybe, let's say, 7 chains here. So I'll make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I've got my leading loop. So here's 7 chains here, and then what we do when we're going to make our half double crochet is, this is going to be more fleshed out in the video where I talk about working back and forth with these stitches, but I'm going to skip these 2 chains here. So you're going to work into what's called the 3rd chain from the hook. So if you remember from when we made our ring in our last video of level 1, we went ahead and worked into the 3rd chain of the hook. So we're going to do this skipping the leading loop and counting 1, 2, 3. That's the stitch we're going to work into for our half double crochet. So I'm going to yarn over and go into this stitch. And I'm going to get a close up here on this stitch, and you'll see, because it's like, where in the stitch do I work into? So I've got 1 loop here at the top, I've got 1 going kind of into the chain in the center, and I've got 1 at the bottom. And when I yarn over, what I'm going to work into is between the center bar here and this bottom bar. So ignore this top loop, you're going to work over it. So where you're going to insert your hook is between this center bar here and this bottom bar. All right, and use your finger on your other hand to guide that hook through. Okay, so now you can see, now that I've put my hook in there, it's opened it up. So you can see, not into only this top bar, work into where you have only the bottom bar exposed of that chain. And of course, yarn over, pull up a loop. So now I'm here. So backing that out, yarn over, work into the 3rd chain from the hook, yarn over and pull up a loop. Now I've got 3 loops on my hook. So in order to make a half double crochet, you're going to yarn over and pull the yarn. Make sure you face your hook down so that way you go smoothly through all these loops. So yarn over and draw the yarn through all 3 of these loops. And that is a half double crochet. So I'm going to make it again. Yarn over, go into my next chain here. Yarn over and pull up a loop. Now I've got 3 chains. I've got 3 loops on my hook. Yarn over and draw the yarn through all 3 loops. Half double crochet. So this stitch is nice and decorative all on its own, and it can be a little tricky to work with, but the reason why I'm showing it to you first is that it's the stitch that's the next height up from a single. So I'm going in like order of height of the stitch whenever I'm going to teach you these stitches. So first I taught you the single, now I'm teaching you the half double. So even though the stitch has a lot of complexity to it, just because of the way that it sits and everything, and you'll learn as you work through some crochet patterns that half double crochet can be a little on the tricky side. So I'm just teaching it to you because it's just slightly taller than a single crochet. And the only difference between this stitch and a single crochet is that you yarn over before you get started. Other than that, everything is the same. It's just like a single crochet stitch, just with that added step of yarning over in the beginning that adds the height to the stitch. So that's how you make a half double crochet. And I will see you guys for the next video when we'll make a full double crochet. Happy crafting, y'all!